Welcome to Norlite, a proud member of the Cohoes community since 1956. Here you will find 70 dedicated professionals performing all manner of tasks with two primary goals: to safely produce a valuable lightweight aggregate product that makes buildings safer, more environmentally friendly, and more energy efficient, and to safely manage and reclaim the energy value of waste materials that otherwise would be landfilled or stored. Professionals like Bill Claremont, a 17-year company veteran, Cohoes native, and longtime volunteer at the Maplewood Volunteer Fire Department.
You got to look at it this way. Norlite is doing a community service by getting rid of this hazardous material, eliminating it completely. If Norlite didn't burn the hazardous material, that would end up in storage someplace, in the ground, or God forbid, in our waters, because people have no place for it to go. We are the best option for them to eliminate that hazardous waste. And not only that, we use that to heat our kiln and cook our shale so that we can make a product that can be used to build bridges, roads. It's used every day.
The people of Norlite care deeply about what we do and care about doing it well, whether they've been with us for a few weeks or a few decades. It's why so many are excited about our new $30 million investment in state-of-the-art emissions control technology that eliminates cooling water discharges to the Mohawk River and improves system operations and efficiency.
We take in industrial waste, hazardous and non-hazardous waste, and we recycle the energy associated with that waste and use that energy into expanding shale and clay. And the expansion of that shale and clay make a structurally sound, LEED certified product that can go into bridges, high-rise buildings, horticultural uses, even water filtration systems throughout the Northeast.
Our company and our employees are a strong, contributing force for good in and around Cohoes, fully committed to worker safety as well as to the protection of human health and the environment in our community.
I love it myself. I always have loved it. For me, it has always been very nice because it's been very family oriented. For me, it's been a great experience. I've never had a bad experience. I love the people that I work with. Everybody here, their whole goal is to do their job and do their job well. And from my point of view, this is how I make my living. Do you know what I mean? And this is where I work, and I take pride in where I work. All of us here, we have a job to do, and this is how we support our families.
Our people are proud as well to know that Norlite's products can be found in some of the most notable public works projects in the Northeast, as well as in their neighbor's garden, and the role they play in helping builders achieve environmental sustainability through use of durable, lightweight aggregate.
The aggregate can be used for so many different things. I mean, especially with the green roof blends. You know, we have the aggregate is actually down in Yankee Stadium, it's in Red Sox Stadium, it's at the 9/11 Memorial. We used it there to plant the trees in. It's used for a press board, it's used for lightweight concrete, and if you go to Home Depot and shop at Home Depot and pick up Quikrete, aggregate, Norlite aggregate is in that. When you go to exit 6 and you drive around that new thing that was done up there, our aggregate is in there. If you go up to the Champlain Bridge, our aggregate is in there. Albany Airport, our aggregate is in there. The aggregate is everywhere.
We of course are aware that some in our community have raised questions about Norlite and our operations, especially in light of our acceptance and processing of firefighting foam rinsate pursuant to a contract with the federal government. It is important to understand a few facts. First, our acceptance and processing of the material was lawful and in compliance with our New York State and federal permits. Otherwise, we would not have been eligible to compete for the contract. Second, and despite having no obligation to do so, we voluntarily reported our acceptance and processing of the material to the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation. Third, if the material had been incompatible with the operation of the kilns we used to make our product, we would not have accepted it. Nevertheless, we voluntarily stopped processing the material in response to the community's concerns and relinquished our contract. We have no further interest in using the material as a fuel source for our kilns and no longer accept the material at our operations in Cohoes. We stopped because it is important to us that our community see us the way our employees see themselves, as good neighbors making a great product and delivering an important service that is good for society. These same employees give generously to our community, whether their time, their treasure, and often both. They live locally, they are invested. Their union rightly insists that our workers do their jobs in a safe environment, both in terms of day-to-day and long-term, and they do.
There are safety precautions that are put in place. There are engineering controls. There are procedures that are followed in order to make this safe. I mean, look, we got a great lab here, okay? We have excellent fuel farm people. The lab, we bring whatever we're going to bring in to burn. It's tested. They figure out how to blend it. The fuel farm people blend it. And then it is put into tanks and it's sent down to the kilns and the burners burn it and we take care of the rest. So, I mean, there is a process here that is set to safeguard that. And we have a whole team of compliance people that are always on making sure that everything is in compliance and we're doing what we're supposed to be doing.
Good manufacturing jobs are harder and harder to come by in New York State. That's why we at Norlite are doing everything we can to preserve them, which is why Norlite embraces its responsibility to protect its employees, the community, and the environment. The company complies with its permits because it is the right thing to do and because not complying would otherwise put the business and the jobs of our employees at risk.
Are we 150% perfect all the time? No, no company is. But I'll tell you what, there's a lot of work that goes into trying to get us right up to that 150%. And the guys around here know that.
The fact of the matter is that what Norlite does is, from an environmentalist standpoint, is a success story for the environment, okay, because of the way we recycle of the energy associated from hazardous and non-hazardous waste. And that what we are doing here is a huge benefit for the environment. I have to say that I would not be here if that wasn't the case. I do consider myself an environmentalist, always have been, and when you look at the big picture of what we do here, it's very good.
Norlite operates under permits issued by various regulatory agencies, including the US EPA and New York State DEC, which vigorously enforce our environmental permits through regular inspections, on-site monitoring, and instant, round-the-clock access to our systems and records.
We undergo multiple inspections, whether it's Title V, speedies, RECRA, mining. We have a safety aspect with MSHA. So we have to go through all of those annual inspections, semi-annual inspections, as well as we have all of our data points that go directly to the state. Any minute they can log in and take a look to see what we're doing. We have a 40-hour-a-week monitor that's stationed right here at the plant, which we maintain daily meetings with, whether it's myself or the environmental manager, speaking with him on his drive-throughs and what he's seeing on a daily basis. And we come up with any issues that are being seen at the plant on that time frame that he drove through, and we address them at that time.
We invite you to learn about us. Our doors are open. Call us at 518-235-0401 or send us an email at norlitecommunity@gmail.com. That's norlitecommunity@gmail.com. We will be glad to show you around and answer any questions.
I do feel it is a personal challenge that I at least give the most pertinent and relevant information to all those that are willing to listen. I have people that I go to church with. I have people that I play soccer with. They say, "Hey, saw you guys on the news. What's going on?" And I, with pride, educate them on everything that's happening here. But I absolutely look forward to talking to all interested parties when they have those questions. We'll do our best to get the answers for them. All I simply want to be able to do is give them the reassurance that that the jobs that are going on here at Norlite are well within regulations, exceed the expectations of the regulatory agencies, that we're committed to the environmental compliance portion of our business and the environmental benefits portion. Our goals are to inform and answer and educate to a point of understanding.
Come in and take a look at the facility. We believe in the science. We follow the science. We have a close partnership with the EPA as well as New York State DEC. And I would encourage anybody to come on site and see what we do here and the pride that everybody on site takes in what they're doing to maintain a healthy environment, because that's what we are. We're an environmental company that produces an environmental beneficial product.
Thank you for watching and for your interest in Norlite. We look forward to sharing more information and dialogue with our neighbors during the DEC's ongoing permit review and renewal process, and to continue serving our customers, our employees, and our community.